Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jake Kerr. I'm from BLXCK INK and today I'm joined by Shaz, who has recently opened her own business from home, Shaznae for hair, and you're in your 5th month of operation.
Yeah, it's literally gone so quick. Like, I feel like everyone's saying it, but this year has gone that fast.
Yeah, and then when you're in business and you're doing 100 things a day,
yeah.
every day is
Every day, every week. It's so good though.
Yeah,
it's
bloody
so
oath.
good. Yeah.
So you're month number 5 into having your own business. You had no experience with business before this?
No,
So-
I studied like a few business certs at school, but
Yeah.
nothing until doing it yourself.
Yeah, and then there's something about being in the deep end. As long as you have that mentality of
Yeah.
like, I'll do anything I need to make it work.
Yeah.
You learn at a wicked rate, but you kind of want to learn.
Yeah, you got to have that like motivation and I feel like almost like hunger for it.
Yeah.
You want to do it.
Yeah, bloody oath.
I did a little bit of like, I worked for my friend, she does the teeth whitening.
Yeah.
And then I worked like with her doing that. So
Yeah.
it was like a bit of a taste of like working for myself, sort of, because it's like self-motivation.
Yeah.
The more teeth whitening you do, obviously the more money you earn, or
Yeah.
like it's flexible around your own time after hours. So
Yep.
that was like the taste for it where I was like, I really like this.
Yeah.
I really enjoy working from home. I like the flexibility. I
Yeah.
like the like personal one-on-one, but I love doing hair. So it was kind of nice to then.
So you've got like a nice little symbiosis of things you like doing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just so happens you can
yeah,
make money out of it.
literally. So it does work like that.
I think that as soon as like you make that connection between, like for me, it's like if we were talking about this just before we
Yeah.
went on, it's like if I sell 20 shirts, I make $1,000.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's not
But it's a
1,000.
hobby. Like you love doing it.
I love making things.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
yeah.
making shirts,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
this process is, I love this. And then you go, okay, there's a unit.
Yeah.
Like there's a unit here of like if I sell this or if I do this or if I get this number from 3 to 5 or 5 to 10,
Yeah.
my money goes up.
Yeah, it's like, wow, it's so interesting to see the statistics
Yeah.
and seeing like we were saying before, kind of your audience and demograph, like that's really interesting as well.
Yep.
Like,
If you can find yourself organically getting interested in the data of your business,
yeah, that's really cool. Hey,
that's so
the
crazy.
insights on like Instagram, and then someone was telling me, I haven't looked at, but the business suites.
Yep.
Do you use that? 'Cause like your
I don't use anything beyond like the creator shit on Instagram.
yeah,
because-
well, it kind of like collects all your data apparently.
right.
And they were saying like you can look at people with the same industry as you and their audiences.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like I had a client who's got their own business and they were looking at like people from not even other countries, like say New York and that.
Yeah.
And then you can look at the data of their businesses, how many times they post a day, what kind of
Wow.
stuff they do, and how much they're reaching
That's crazy.
to kind of compare.
That's
So
crazy
you could
that
go
they give
straight
you.
from the top. So you could be like Street X, how many times they post a day, how many times. Do
Oh,
you want to?
I can tell you that
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
but yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that kind of
that's
stuff. I'm like, that's
crazy.
so interesting that it collects all that data.
I know. On the topic of like posting a certain amount, like I kind of grilled you a while
You
ago. I'm like,
did. It's
you got to
in my
post all
head.
the
I'm like,
time, and you can't be posting the same shit, and you got to explain these
No.
different sides.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, but it's hard to find that balance. I'm like, do people find it annoying?
Dude,
Or
fuck them.
that- Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like fuck them. If you
Unmute me. Yeah.
look at the stuff that I post, and the only
Yeah.
consistent is I'm not posting the same shit twice.
Yeah, it's different.
It's
Yeah.
like there's motorbikes, there's podcasts,
Yeah,
there's testimonials from customers, there's me making things, there's me
Yeah.
giving motivational Monday
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's always
I
different.
think you just like throw everything at the wall.
Yeah.
Throw everything at the wall. And like I see it's funny.
Trying to level it up.
No,
like,
I think what
yeah.
you've got is you've got something that there's no doubt about it. It's kind of like having a t-shirt business. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah,
I think there's so many untapped, interesting parts of your
Yeah.
job
yeah.
that people just aren't taking
Yeah, I
advantage
know
of.
what you mean. Like all the behind the scenes stuff that
Yeah.
that you can make content out of that people don't see.
And you're the professional.
Yeah.
So if I come to you, like I've got long hair,
Yeah.
I like I'm having this problem, this problem, this problem. You've seen it 10 times
Yeah.
before. You know straight away. You're like, use this product.
Yeah.
Right. The thing I don't know is like, well, tell me the 10 reasons
Like
why.
Yeah, why do I need to use it?
That's
Yeah.
valuable information.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that's real interesting.
Right. And the thing I think where people get caught is they go, well, okay, so I make that and I sell 10 more bottles of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
product. This product I only make 5% markup on, blah, blah, blah. So you
Yeah.
think, oh, well, I'm only going to make like, if this thing does well and the plan goes, I only make extra $100.
Yeah,
Okay. What if Redken picks up your video and posts it themselves?
yeah, exactly.
What does that do to your brand? Okay. And it's not
Yeah.
like you get more customers, it's you
Yeah.
get more followers. And people go, oh, Shaz, who operates out of home, has 50,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you do to your price?
Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we were having such an interesting conversation about that before.
Yeah.
And I left and I was like, wow, I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah.
Like it was just so, yeah, we literally touched about all of that.
Yeah, I think it was you had too many customers and not enough time.
Yeah.
And what's the answer to that?
I don't know. It's like you got to
raise your price.
Yeah.
Raise your price.
Because in me, I'm like, add more hours in the day.
Yeah.
But I can't. There's
Can't
no
do that.
more hours.
That's right. And you get to it like, and
Yeah.
like I'm facing the same thing now again,
Yeah.
where I go, I've got so many odd jobs on the go. It's like, it's because I'm saying yes to everything, and I'm charging everyone like they're my friend.
Yeah. And that's what's hard. It's like that, like friendship. You're thankful that everyone's coming to you and they're like your friend, but then you're doing a service.
Yeah.
Or like, you're making a t-shirt, still a service.
Yep.
It's like, it's still your job.
That's right. Well, I put it this way. If I have a friend buy a t-shirt and say I give them a discount or whatever, say like a shirt's 60 and I sell it to them for like 50.
Yeah.
Right? And they come around and they grab their shirt. They don't just get it off the rack.
Yeah.
They get it packaged with the thank you card, with the stickers, the same way the $60 customer got it.
Yeah.
So I look at it as like, I know exactly what the product that I offer is.
Yeah.
I charge this much because of X, Y, Z. These are my
Yeah,
reasons.
and it's not just the shirt, it's the packaging, it's the time.
Dude, I made a cool brand.
Yeah.
I made something cool that you want to wear. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
The shirt doesn't cost $60 to make.
Yeah,
Whoa!
yeah.
But
we
it's
know
cool
that.
as fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So I think like that relationship that you have with your customers, that boils down to the relationship you have with yourself.
Yeah.
Because I understand, I'm sure you don't half do someone's hair.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So when your friend comes around and pays you mates rates, you don't give them mates experience, you give them the full experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's very
fuck
true.
them.
Yeah.
Charge them what it's worth, you know?
That's the hard thing. It's like you put your time and effort into it, and then it's like money's just such an awkward taboo thing, even in any industry.
Yeah.
It's even like if coffee shops now start raising their prices, they feel, you know what I mean? Like any single industry, you feel bad when it gets to the money bit.
Yeah.
But it's like, why? Because you break it down and it's like, the t-shirt doesn't cost $60, but it's all the time and effort researching it. It's the making it. It's like there's so many factors into it of why it costs that.
Yeah, exactly.
But people that question it don't understand that.
This is I think that was one of our, when we got to that point in the conversation, you're like, well, what happens to the people who drop off? They're the customers you don't want.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, like, I love my mates helping me out.
Yeah.
When those mates turn to customers, I don't want customers who want shit on sale.
Yeah, exactly.
I want customers that go, fucking oath.
It's just released. I want to pay full price. Yeah.
I'm not going to wait 9 weeks until I can get it for 20% off. I want it right now.
Black Friday or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
and like,
so true.
if you go, right, I've got 100 customers and I up my prices 15% and I lost 30 of those customers.
Yeah.
Well, you've got 70% of those customers paying 15% more, probably covering what you've lost over here, depending on what your base cost is. And those are the customers that you want.
Yeah.
These other 30, we're going to fuck you around in the long run somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, oh, can I put half on cash and half on afterpay? It's like, bro, just no.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, 100%.
But I think that conversation of like money is difficult.
Yeah.
As like a business owner, the more comfortable you get with that conversation, the more success you're going to have.
Yeah, it's the confidence. It's more like confidence in yourself, being like, no, I am worth that.
Yeah.
That's what's been really interesting.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed listening to like podcasts or other, like, not influencers, but you know, other business owners or talking to people like you. And it's interesting to understand how they gain the confidence.
Yeah.
I've downloaded this ebook to read. It's called like Money Mindset and like changing your money mindset, which I'm like, it's so interesting. Because it comes back down to your confidence. You know that you're trying to do 110%.
Yeah.
Why aren't you? Yeah. And I'm lucky, like touch wood, I've never had clients that complain about it. Like I've got the most supportive clients, but it's just interesting to know what if you get to that point. Like I'm always thinking about, but what in that scenario, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like
I understand that. I don't do wheelies on motorbikes thinking about what happens if I fall. You know, that's really important. Like I'm not planning to fail.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think like that confidence, that moment, like if you're the motherfucker who's saying like, this is $500.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you're the person who says that and they question it, it's like, I've done all the research in my mind. Someone says your shirt isn't $60.
Yeah.
Go wear Rip, whatever.
Billabong, whatever.
Go wear whatever you want. I don't fucking care. Like I'm comfortable with me charging this. So it's like the confidence in that moment, like I know what you're saying. It's very unknown, but when that moment does come, I think it's more like, it's this much because it's this much.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
But
that's so true.
That confidence is definitely the foundation of everything.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. It kind of like ties everything all together.
Yeah. And then you find and this is where it starts getting crazy. Like my confidence in like myself, obviously it starts in yourself. Then it goes to like your relationships and your friendships.
Yeah, it kind of all ties together.
When it comes around to your business, because business is usually the last thing. Because I mean, realistically, like
Yeah.
We're kids.
Yeah.
Making businesses out of a house.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Just fucking look what I'm making money. Isn't this crazy? So I think like to not take that as seriously as you could is like really easy to do.
Yeah.
But by the time the confidence does make it round there,
yeah,
you get to a point where you're like, oh, but of course.
Yeah.
Because I put all this effort into like myself and my relationships and my friendships and my hobbies. I take all those things seriously. Of course my business does well.
100%. I think the home thing is what... It's come a long way.
Yeah.
I think before, like even home salons, like I used to think home salons, like you're washing your hair in the laundry sink, like no diss to that, but it's like not a room, or like it's just getting your hair foils done in the kitchen, you rinse it in the sink, you put thing on, you wash it in the shower, you probably blow dry it yourself, which is fine. Some people, like that's convenient to them. Like I even saw that's how Kim Kardashian gets her hair done.
That's sick.
Like I'm like, what? How does someone like her not go to a salon? She could book the whole salon out, but that's how she gets it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people think that home salons are kind of tacky, but I think they've come a long way. So now it's like, no, you don't go to a home salon because it's cheaper. You go because you're getting that one-on-one luxury service.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People still associate that, and I still, like, sometimes people will mention that, like, oh, I love going to people at home because it's cheaper. It's like, well, sometimes it's not. Yeah. Because you're getting more of a service.
Yeah.
You might be just one-on-one.
And also, you come to my house.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I live.
This is my personal... Yeah, that's so true, hey.
It's such a... I don't try and stop people from coming here. I try and filter the people that do come here.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like at the end of the day, I'm the black ink guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want just any Tom, Dick and Harry going like...
No,
you know? So
literally.
It's like, maybe that's 10% of why I charge what I charge in your position.
Yeah, to filter out the people that can't afford it.
It's my fucking house.
Yeah. After I watched that... Did you ever watch that Jeffrey Dahmer?
No. Riz wouldn't let us watch it, eh?
That is freaky. After I watched that, I was like, fuck, who is coming to my house? Is someone going to murder me? Like,
oh, yeah, dude.
I know,
It's fucking crazy. Like, you think of the people... I just think of the people that I've partied with.
Yeah.
Like, at least one person I partied with is a fucking vicious psychopath. For sure.
Oh, 100%.
Crazy.
100%.
Yeah, I reckon I could almost pick them out as well.
A few come to mind. But yeah, it's like coming to your house, it's like, that's your personal...
Yeah.
Like...
Also, I think, like, I go to my guy's place to get, like, my beard trim and that.
Yeah.
I cannot handle the anxiety. Yeah. People might find this hard to believe because I'm the black ink guy, whatever that means. I can't handle the anxiety of waiting in line at a barbershop.
Yeah, that is...
And then having my fucking facial hair trimmed in front of strangers. I'm sorry if I find that weird. Yeah. And they're trying to have a conversation with you while they're trimming the shit around your mouth and you're like, oh, this is even more normal.
Yeah, no. And then there's everyone in line watching you.
Yeah. So,
but there's some people love that.
Yeah. They're fucking narcissists. Yeah. That's what they are.
They love it.
Watch me get groomed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer any questions. And I'm going to be on my phone.
Yeah, and groom me,
Fucking hell. And, like, that's the thing. Like, I think I've had this conversation with you before. But, like, even getting a massage, like, I don't feel like I'm important enough to be there. Like,
I feel awkward about getting a massage. Massage not my thing. Thanks to Coda for getting us a massage voucher.
Yeah, 100%. Or also, thanks for getting us a $50 one, which is either $20 too much or $20 not enough. Hey, all good, Dakota. We'll figure it out.
And not a couple's one.
Yeah. He's like, I'm sure we could tee it up so they get it at the same time, but that's weird.
No, that's fine.
No, I think, and like, I really fuck with getting my hair cut. Like, I like getting my hair cut. And like, I like getting my fucking nails done and all that. But honestly, the older I get, the less value I have in myself and having that experience. So I also feel like in a public setting as well, it's like adding this thing where like, this kind of feels nice. I'm being watched.
That's the thing. I think people don't like being watched. Even like, you know, even hairdressers or beauty or anything that's kind of like in a main like shopping centre, people walking past, some people get nervous about that. Or like when you go to beauties and you get your ears pierced and that, I guess you're in a separate room.
Yeah,
But
100%.
still, it's like that nerve-wracking bit of walking in there and people see you like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether... The greater point I was making was like, I'll go to his place and I'll pay him more.
Yeah, to not have to...
Dude, he doesn't even use a cape when he's doing it. I go home itchy and shit. I pay more for a lesser experience and I fucking love it.
Love it. That's so good.
So good. And you're speaking freely as well. You just, got up to this on the weekend, did some fucker, you know?
Yeah, that's good, hey.
Like, that privacy is
Because you don't know who else is in the salon. Like, you don't know who knows everyone else.
And it's Bunbury.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you're probably talking about this dude's sister. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know what's created that mentality either, because like I feel like everyone's kind of in the same boat there. Like besides narcissists, people aren't stoked on being in public.
Yeah, I don't know if it's COVID. I don't know if that's a like just ballpark excuse for everything. But I feel like a lot of people now have like more social anxiety, like feel really anxious going to things like that.
I think like we have this hunger to have like real experiences again, and then an equal amount of anxiety around what that experience might be. It's never what it's gonna be. It's like, what if I get there and this person thinks that my 3/4 pants aren't cool? You know?
I'm wearing odd socks, or I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. I'm wearing my artist pants. And dude, I brought this up on the podcast before. No one has pulled me up on wearing 3/4 pants.
Did you cut them yourself?
Yeah, I got them made.
Oh, you did?
Like I got them made to look stupid, and I wear them out, and people are just like,
oh, yeah,
"What's
cool.
up?"
No one questions it.
Oh, I'm that guy.
I didn't even
now.
actually think twice about it.
Exactly. I'm ironically being fucking unfashionable, and it works.
And it works. People just get away with it.
But yeah, that like anxiety around shit is. It's fucking scary, like, to begin with.
Yeah, it is. It's like that nerve-wracking build-up to go do something. Even like I find the most nerve-wracking thing, say if you're going to go meet friends at a coffee shop, or it's like walking in there to find them. I'm in the car texting, I'm like, where the fuck table are you at?
Table?
Because I need to know. It's so, why is that so awkward? Like, you feel embarrassed walking around kind of like, where the fuck are you?
Dude, I think it's reps, right? Yeah. So, like, I use this analogy, I keep going back to it, but like I get better at wheelies the more I do wheelies. Yeah. And I think the reality is a good sociable routine or schedule, you might have that experience once a fortnight where you go and meet your friends, or once a week.
Yeah.
And once a week is fuck all.
No.
You know, like I'm a professional at ordering coffee. I do it twice a day.
Yeah.
But like that walking in and being surrounded by strangers who are in the same barbershop mentality, they're watching you as they walk in. Yeah. That's half the thing, is like seeing, oh, who else is here? What are they wearing? What are they ordering?
What are they ordering? Yeah. Who are they with?
Who are they with? Yeah. So I think you know that you're that person in the chair. And I just think it's like, man, that walking through the main entrance, you know, picture Benesse or townhouse, walking up that corridor is nerve-wracking.
It is, yeah.
And it's only until you do it every day, and then, oh, that guy's here every day.
Yeah,
and,
you see...
On Tuesdays, Mary sits over there.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel about going to the gym. Like, I started going to the gym.
Worse,
yeah. And at the start, I'd never been to a gym where... I only did group fitness, so I'd never been to like an actual gym. Then I started going to one where it had both. So I had the option, if I felt confident that day, I could go do my own thing. Mm-hmm. And then I got like an online kind of like fitness coach. So she sends me my workouts, got all the vids.
Tells you what to do,
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. So it takes that nerve-wracking bit of walking around being like, fuck, what do I do? But then it was the nerve-wracking bit of going to the gym and seeing all these people. Now I'm like, oh, I see that person every day. And there's like a wide range of all different people. And you smile at them, say hello to them. It's the same routine. Like, it's
and then
just
after
normal
6
now.
months, you run into them at Fizzy's and you're like, hey,
yeah, literally.
Yeah. Fuck the gym, dude. I can't do the gym. No way. No way.
That's not your thing?
No, I just, like, I think because, dude, gym's weird. I grew up in gyms.
Yeah.
Like, because of skating, like, I've been in a gym more times before I was 18 than most of the people I know their whole fucking lives. You know, we're in the gym every day.
Yeah, wow.
As cross-training for skating. And then, like, the older I got...
True. I guess it's underestimated the fitness for skating.
Yeah. Like, I was cycling 500 Ks a week. I was training on skates 5 days a week. I was in the gym 5 days a week. So
would you train here for that? No.
Here in Bunbury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, like, my gyms have been, like, Bunbury Exercise Club on Zacnick when it was open. Southwest Sports Centres where I started going. And then everything else.
And all the skating, is that done through the rink?
It was back in the day. Now it's a bit... Speed skating's kind of dead now.
Yeah.
Especially in Bunbury. Although... I tell you what's super cool. We have the Artistic Nationals Championships here in Bunbury next year, which is huge. So that's like
cool.
figure skating. Yeah. And it's like it's at a national level. So you're going to see everything from like, you know, all right to fucking hell.
That's awesome.
And it's here in Bunbury.
That's so good.
So I've teamed up with a guy who's like, he's the overseer of that sort of thing and said, hey, I'm doing this roller disco.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking...
when's the roller disco happening?
That's the question I'm trying to answer. I went for the 28th of January, but...
Yeah, summer would be good.
Yeah, and also having it in January means you have that weather security. It's not going to rain. It's going to be good weather. You get the nice sunset. But it's just like getting money from anyone in 2 months is really hard.
That is hard, yeah.
So there's talks about doing March.
Yeah.
And then there's talks about like late next year.
I think it will still be hot then because we're not even really fully hot now. You don't think it'll get pushed out?
So I think like it'll probably look like March, but if I was going to do it properly, I would do it end of the year.
Yeah.
With summer. Like 2023, 24, which I really don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'd rather get half the size event done in sooner amount of time so we can collect data.
And then almost do another one.
I want to do it every year.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You got so many ideas.
I've got like probably 4 major things at the moment and all of them like even the team building day.
Yeah.
So that was like...
was that good?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, because you're talking about it for ages, and then you finally got to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
so
like,
good.
These dudes, not these dudes.
Yeah.
I should say my people.
Yeah, I was gonna say now you feel like now you got tattoos bonded for life.
We've all got tattoos in the same spot. It's crazy.
Like now you'll just have this connection with everyone who's into the same thing, wanting to build themselves. And
I was saying to Riz this morning, I could message that group chat and say, guys, day 2 is on this date. It's $1,000. Here's my bank details,
and they'll be there.
There would be people who would give me that $1,000 before the day's done.
Yeah,
like
that's so good.
They believe in it. So as far like having that as like a bit of a, and it's the same with all business. You do something, and if it works, you repeat it.
Yeah, that's so true.
The team building day worked.
Yeah, that's cool.
The roller disco, I believe that's such a solid idea.
Yeah.
I just got to get the first one out of the way so we know what all the growing pains are.
Yeah.
We know what to solve for the next one.
Yeah.
But like, I want 1,000 people there. Let's do one that has 500.
Yeah.
And if that works really well, let's go for 1,000.
Then you know. Yeah, exactly.
But I've got like a 10-year plan for it. I want that to turn into like shutting down Victoria Street and doing it all through the main street.
That's so cool.
Like, I think that's possible.
Because I feel like not a lot of people have ever done it before, unless you've just gone to the rink and like.
That's right.
Yeah, like and I did that a few times.
That's the idea. We're bringing the guy who's involved with the figure skating national championships. It's actually his partner and him own the rink and Morley rink as well.
Oh, cool.
The rollerdrome.
Oh, that's so good.
So they've got access to the skating community,
yeah.
all the fucking rental skates and that. So he said that they're going to bring their rental skates for free, do all the floor marshalling, do all the shit as a marketing exercise for skating in general and for the artistic nationals.
Because then they would get more people involved to come join.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now I've got, all I have to do is create the event. You can now rock up without any skates, without any experience, borrow skates for free, sign your waiver, jump on the rink, have some fun. And if you like doing it, there's now a place you can go afterwards as well. Go to the rink.
So good.
You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's so cool. And like, you could almost do lessons or.
Well, I see this as like, I want it to be a community event.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be something that you go, like, you know, you and Jordan might go, fuck yeah, let's check this out.
Yeah.
The family who lives next door goes, let's take our 3 and 5-year-old, we'll get food, hang out, maybe they can go for a skate. Yeah. And then someone who's like, you know, say a 26-year-old dude or a 32-year-old chick.
It's like all diverse.
It's contextual. Yeah. It makes sense, you know, because everyone eats food, everyone likes hanging out.
Yeah.
We all live in Bunbury. And then you put something that's also a little bit different in the middle of it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Shit's easy.
Yeah.
You know? But I am focused on making like a community event with a skating event in the middle of it. Because I think if you make it about roller skating, a lot of people won't go because of that.
Yeah, if it's open to all.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, this is the thing that's going on. It's called Roller Jam. The reason is there's a cool thing happening in the middle. You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
But for sure, it's it's definitely like I'm doing this one, trying to get it not out of the way, but I'm trying to like get it up and started and happening.
Yeah.
So that when we do the second one, it's like, right, I need 30 grand. Yeah. I need this company and this company on board. I need to do this differently. I need to not have this.
Yeah, and then you've got the data from the first one to be like, yep, this happened, we did this, this. Yeah.
Here's what works, here's what doesn't.
Yeah, I love that you always have heaps of ideas, hey? Because you're really big on your, like, I remember we've talked about this probably years before at kick-ons and that. You're really big into your, like, goal setting, your morning routine and all of that, hey? And I'm the same. I get up hours before I need to, and I have this whole routine that if I didn't get up and do that, my day would not be the same. I don't understand people that would get up 30 minutes before they'd need to leave the house.
Oh, it's crazy.
That freaks me out. I've got, like, 3 hours worth of things I need to do before then.
I think that, like, my original thing when I was driving trucks, I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to do this. Yeah. So I saved up all this money and like the first thing I focused on when I stopped working, because I saved money, had the caravan, had the car, Riz, we didn't quite have Lou that. Yeah. But the idea was I just didn't want to have a routine. Yeah. So I focused really hard on like, I wake up then, I wake up now. Yeah. Some days I drink heaps of coffee, some days I smoke heaps of weed, some days and I realised routine is what binds you.
That makes, I feel shit when I don't have routine.
That's right.
Like when we had that 6-week COVID lockdown, the first few weeks I was like, I'm going to stay up till 2 a.m. Yeah. Sleep until whenever. I'm going to have nothing to do. Hated it. I felt so shit. I love going to bed at the right time and waking up the same time every day and having tasks to do each day. Like I love 100%. It. Like I would set myself a task to do.
I think it's crazy when you have a day off and you feel like it's not valuable if you didn't do something.
Well, that's me. Like today's my only day off now. I've got next Sunday off, but I'm still booked of doing heaps of stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, I've got so much to do. And like me and my cousin always kind of like send each other snaps every day of what I'm doing. And she's like, whoa, this is your day off. I'm like, I know most people would probably just chill, relax, take the full day off. Whereas I'm like, no, this is my only day off. I've got to get this done because it's my only day off.
I think I have this thing where, like, you know, if you wake up with nothing to do, like yesterday was truly a nothing to do day.
Yeah.
And it's like, then I've got, oh, cool, I wanted to clean up that side area. Take that rack out of there because I want to start recording TikToks there and do some shit over here. And then at the end of the day, you have that, like, I was relaxed because I had no time frame around it, but I'm fulfilled because I did something.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like. When you still have little tasks or you've fluffed around and tidied up that area or done some new content or like I couldn't just sit on the couch and do nothing all day. I'd get stir crazy.
Yeah, and I think now that I'm creating so much media, I'm like really not entertained by media.
I couldn't, like last night I was just sitting on the couch and I'm like, I can't wait for tonight to be over to get into my day of shit today.
Yeah. Like, I think the morning routine thing as well, like I really, like my morning routine is fucking, I know exactly what I'm doing. As soon as I wake up and I feel overwhelmed, like I remember waking up and being like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
And that really sets you up for just like, oh, well, I'll waste 2 hours. Or will I'll fucking go... And, like, the part that would annoy me is I would go start something and not be able to do that properly. So I didn't get fulfillment from that because I didn't plan. And because, you know, you get halfway into it and you're like, oh, I feel shit and I got a headache. Well, it's because you didn't drink your water like you do every morning. You know? Or, like, I feel like a part of me is, like, not quite whole at the moment. And I know this sounds so airy-fairy. Yeah. This is a truth that I've come up with. I have a feeling of emptiness if I don't pray in the morning.
Yeah, wow.
Because, like, part of my prayer is, like, being grateful, knowing what I'm doing.
I was going to say, do you really get into gratitude in that? Because that's my new goal for the new year. Yeah. I have my morning routine. I love getting up, going to the gym, take the dogs for a walk, clean the house, whatever, set myself up for the day. Yeah. I really want to now focus on adding those few extra steps of goal setting, even weekly goal setting and gratitude.
That's prayer.
Yeah.
That's prayer.
Wow, that's cool.
So, you know, like, you were talking before about money mindset. Yeah. My, like, Bible of a book is Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. And for reference, I'm reading it it's either the third or fourth time at the moment. So I read it once a year, every year. Yeah. You can track where everything changed my life from when I first read that book.
Yeah, wow.
And that book literally says, like, it starts with, let's figure out your chief your chief intention or purpose, which is basically like, what am I trying to do? Yeah.
What's your whole
what is the goal
purpose?
Here? Like for me, I'm trying to create enough money that I can, you know, sensibly have a child with Riz and I have time and money and like knowledge
but be fulfilled as well.
Yeah, right. So once you have that and you work your way back, you can then figure out exactly what are the steps. Yeah. That ties in a lot of like confidence training and things like that. Yeah. And then all I do every morning is with all that information, I have 3 pages that I've written years ago that I rehearse every morning. Wow. It's a prayer. It's prayer for lack of a better word. Yeah. It's something that I tell myself out loud.
What's the ones where they just say the same things over?
Mantras.
Yeah.
So essentially it's like 20 paragraphs of mantras.
Yeah, that's
and awesome. Then after that, like this is the routine. So I go through my mantras. I say, this is who I am. This is where I'm going.
Yeah, like I know parents start doing it with kids. So it's like, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm this, I'm that. Like the more simple version.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Then after that, it's like, what am I doing today? Yeah. And it's not even like, what am I physically doing? It's like, today, I'm planning to make valuable content. Yeah. I want to recover this afternoon. Yep. I want to have a loving experience with Larissa and Louie. Yep. So it's like, when you like start the day with like, this is the shit that I'm trying to achieve emotionally.
Yeah, your intentions for the day. Yeah.
And then following that, it's like every day, 3 things you're grateful for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And after you do that every day, for years and years and years, you start being grateful for shit that you don't like.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm grateful that I had this fucking, you know, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to offer this service to this person. And in the back of your mind, you're like, and I fucking hated it, but I'm glad that I had that because without that, I don't, it's kind of like,
from it.
It's like this morning, I was grateful that I have an opportunity to do a podcast with you. Yeah. And part of that gratitude was like, it's Sunday morning. Yeah. You know, this is fun, but there's a lot more fun things to be doing. Like this is still working, you know? Yeah. But I was like, fuck, it's good that I get to have a conversation with someone who I'm already friends with. Yeah. And I don't have to get over this wall of like, who are you?
Yeah.
Live on camera, you know?
What do you do? Yeah. The whole backstory.
And like life becomes, you realize like how fucking truly lucky you are. Yeah. When your gratitude this morning was for that I have running water.
Yeah. You know? That's so true.
And just every day I wake up and I flick the thing and the water comes out.
Yeah. And
I'm
things like that.
Grateful for that.
Yeah.
You know?
Grateful for your family, your relationship.
That's right.
Friends. Yeah.
So you get to this point of like that practicing gratitude now, I don't feel complete. Yeah. If I'm not saying to the world and myself, like, what's up?
I reckon I'm very much like, I want to start in January because I'm so busy now that when I want to start saying I want to give it 1,000%. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm so down to fuck with that. Like, I reckon that is me all over. Like this whole week, I was saying to my mum on the phone this morning, I'm like, fuck, like, I've worked so much this week.
Yeah.
Like I've worked like every single late night. Like yesterday I didn't finish work till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like on a Saturday. But I felt so happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for all my clients. I had such a great week. Everyone is so lovely. I'm so fulfilled by everyone that's been in my chair. Like I'm fulfilled with Jordan, my family,
and
like
busy
his
living.
family. Like I just love it. Like I'm like, I want to write all that shit down and actually remind yourself of it every day.
I think also like, because you just turned 22.
Yep.
Dude, like I turned 30 like the day after you, 2 days after you. Like we are so in the thick of when you're meant to be working the absolute hardest.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
That's why I'm like, everyone's like, oh, you need to find your work-life balance. And I'm like...
No, they need to find something they love.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's up.
Literally, I'm like, you don't mind when you do something you love.
Yeah.
I'm in that mindset where I'm like, work hard now, enjoy the rewards later.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, you want to work hard now. So then when you have a kid, you don't have to stress and like, you're fulfilled and like... do it now because you won't be able to do it later.
I think also like the process of hard work is where all the real life lessons lay.
Yeah.
Because like the more hard work you do, the more experiences you create, which allows more opportunity for you to be observant of how things happen.
Yeah.
And how you respond to them.
Yeah.
How to fix problems.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't know, like right now you do five, like I don't know, you do five clients a day, 6 days a week. Okay.
Yeah.
If you up that to 8 clients a day just for a month, just to see what happens as a test. Like I'm not saying do this, but if you did that, then you have this like, oh, okay, the work doesn't, it's not as good because I'm, you know, my hands get sore or the conversations aren't as valuable, so I'm not getting that same connection with the client.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens if I do a month of 2 clients a day?
Yeah.
Charge them the same amount, but I give the morning to myself, the back half of the morning to a customer, the afternoon to myself, and the back half of the afternoon to a customer. What happens then?
Yeah.
You know? So I think that this, like, if you zoom out of like today's hard and this week's hard and this month's hard and this year's hard, if we just look at your 20s and say, right, I tried so many things.
Yeah.
I tried making money this way. I tried capitalizing on this way. I tried, like for me, I tried living in a caravan and having nothing. And what did I learn? This.
Yeah.
I tried starting a fish finder business and it didn't do well. But what did I learn? This.
Yeah.
I tried doing black ink. I tried truck drive. I tried this.
Yeah. It's good to try everything.
Be busy.
Yeah.
Be busy all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. I love being busy. Like I thrive on it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I literally thrive on it. Like I love having a million things to do. I love doing so many things in a day. Like I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love rushing from finishing work to going seeing my family to doing this. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think, how many people do you know with ADD?
Probably a lot, actually.
A million.
Yeah.
Everyone. I think that ADD...
Me and Reese were talking about this, we're like, I feel like I tick a few of the boxes there.
Well,
like...
I think that ADD is like a diagnosis for being in your 20s or 30s in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Because like you're constantly bombarded with like, you know, information.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's Instagram or your business or this or that. So your mind speeds up.
Yeah.
And then you feed the speed.
Yeah.
And then you get to a point where you're like, no, I just got to fucking...
You're like stimulated by
my
it.
third coffee today, you know, let's go.
I'm like, coffee does fuck all to me. I could have it at 8 o'clock at night and sleep peacefully.
I think like instead of, and like, hey, so many people like try and, oh, I'm ADD, I've got to have Dexies, or I can't concentrate, I can't read because I got ADD. It's like, okay, find something that you want to do all the time and then let it fuel that.
And then test that,
Yeah. Like I find that I have all the symptoms of those particular things.
Yeah.
But I'm that fucking busy. I don't have time to think about whether I have it or not.
Yeah, I agree.
know?
Yeah, literally.
Like,
and I feel like everyone's kind of got it in some aspects, like certain characteristics and certain not. And then obviously the ones that are important, like not being able to read and that, is when people really struggle with that. They like...
Yeah, I think not being able to read, it's reps. I get better at wheelies when I do more wheelies.
Yeah.
Read more.
Yeah, get some glasses, I don't know.
Well, even like, I remember when I read Think and Grow Rich, I remember
I need to write that down. I want to read it because everyone goes.
I'll buy you a copy.
Yeah,
it's that important. I'll buy you a copy.
Everyone goes on about that. What's that? Barefoot Investor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got bored with the first chapter.
Yeah.
That was one of those ones where I said I can't read and put it down. Yeah. But no, when I first read Think and Grow Rich, I remember like, dude, I bought Michael a copy of Think and Grow Rich after that photo shoot because I think we were talking about it then. Yeah. I bought him a copy.
Actually, no, I remember you talking to him about it because he was just like, I feel like he felt he was high on life after talking to you. Like he was asking really great questions. I was like, fuck, that's a good question to ask.
He's keen.
Yeah, he was like so eager to learn.
I know he hasn't read the book
things.
though.
Yeah.
Because he would have hit me up and been like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. No, yeah. I think when I first read that, I remember walking around, I'm like, this is so crazy, but I know that I'm only reading every third line.
Yeah.
So when I read it, and then I read like a handful of other stuff like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, awesome book.
Yeah.
Like just a bunch of that. Like in that category, there's heaps of like staples that you go to. And I was like, I'm going to go read Think and Grow Rich again.
Yeah.
And I read it out aloud, walking around the yard every day.
Yeah, wow, that's so good.
And when you do that, when it's like your voice telling you, you're like, there is no escaping it, because I feel like what's happening is you're reading something off a page in your mind.
Yeah.
And your mind is listening to your mind.
Yes, yeah.
And then you've got something in the middle that goes like, what are we having for dinner?
Yeah, no, that is literally me. And I'm like, fuck that.
And your mind is still hearing it.
Yeah.
But this other thing in the middle is just like, I don't know if the Camaros look better in yellow or red, you know?
Yeah, and I'm like, why am I thinking about that? And I'm like, read this sentence again, reread it. I read this book, Good Life, Good Vibes. Yep. And I was the same. I'm like chanting this book from the start. Like telling every client that comes in, I'm like, you got to go to fucking Kmart. You got to buy this book. It is so good. Fucking it literally goes over everything. Like your mind is so powerful, you know, being positive. It literally goes over everything and how powerful a positive mindset is. Yeah. And like just simple things like, sometimes you might be too positive for people, or not everyone's going to like you, or, you know, just all different things like that are such powerful tools. I can't remember it at the top of my head. I told one of my friends to read it, and she messaged me and was like, I fucking read this book and it was so good. I was like, I told you, now I want to read it again. Yeah. Because it's one of those things that you forget until it's right in front of you. Yeah. And you got to be in the mindset to read that book. If you're not feeling motivated, and like same, if I went to go read the book that you love and I'm not even interested, you're like, boring. Whereas if you're motivated and excited about you're reading this like, fuck yes. It's crazy. Everyone read it. You want to screenshot all the photos of the pages and like post it everywhere.
And you don't want to be that person either.
Yeah. Like,
but no, I found reading it out aloud.
Yeah.
That stops that middle voice.
Yeah, that's good.
You're reading it and you're listening to it and you're so taken up by those two things that you don't have time to think.
Yeah, that's good.
So
I think, if you get distracted easily.
And... And like, dude, it's one of those things as well. You don't want to be the weirdo walking around the yard. Dude, I walk around this yard every morning at 4:30 in the morning praying to myself. Fuck them, you know? I'm busy trying to be a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck them, you know?
We currently don't have a full fence, so oh well. I know this will be like, what is this bitch doing?
Oh no, that's part of her routine.
Yeah, she's
let her
into
go.
it. Yeah. No, that's good. I love things like that like little key steps of people's routines that they do, that they love, that makes them who they are.
100%.
And it's like interesting. Like
I always find it weird when you find the people that like do something that you don't vibe with though.
Yeah.
And it's like, every morning as soon as I wake up I have to have a coffee, and it's like, I feel like that's less of a routine and more of an addiction problem that you've got going on, but I get that. Yeah. You know, it's like I feel like hydrating straight off the bat. Like I drink a stupid amount of water with like salt and lemon in it to you know, like remineralize, I think is the reason. Yeah. I forget.
Balance everything.
Yeah, it's like I can't imagine waking up and having a fucking coffee straight away.
Yeah, no.
It's like that little headache I've already got.
I'm like, bit of water, bit of pre-workout, off to the gym.
Rough. That's almost the same thing.
Running straight back home.
Yeah, of course, naturally. So what's actually now's the perfect fucking time to talk about it. We've been cooking up something for a hot minute. Yeah.
We have.
We've done really well to not actually.
Well, I don't think we've even spoiled it.
Nah, I haven't told anyone.
Nah, I've been telling people that there's something in the works.
Yeah. But nothing specifically.
No.
Well, we came up with a pretty cool graphic.
We did.
And we're gonna. I've forgotten exactly what we're gonna do. Micro tees.
Yep. Standard
tees. And I feel like maybe I want to do hats or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want to do like a even
bucket
just
hat or a cap.
Yeah,
cap
just like a
cool,
fucking
actually.
cool. Oh, maybe even like a. I was noticing yesterday in Sports Girl. I think it was Sports Girl. They do a lot of pastel on pastel colors.
Yeah, I love pastel. Yeah.
Shit slaps.
Bright colors, like colors, are so in right now.
Yeah.
Like random color combo. Like I love the color combo we did. Like things like that.
I don't know if it's. It is no. Oh, it is just viewable. It's in the center there. So that's actually what it is there. We got Shaz in pink with black written underneath in yellow.
It is cool.
It's super cool.
It is really cool.
I don't know whether or not because we have two pastel colors going on another pastel color, but that's the magic of Photoshop.
Yeah.
We can figure it out beforehand.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I think I want to get straight on to releasing that as soon as possible.
Yeah, same.
That's super fun.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. And we got so much to look forward to, like the content making behind
it. Yeah.
No, I can't wait to see people wearing it. Like, that's what I want. I want people to come in my chair and I'm like, hey, what are you wearing? Yeah,
and the cool thing is people do it because they're like people who come on the podcast and like, they're wearing like, black ink.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even notice this.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I had one person like, I wasn't sure whether I should wear black ink or not. I'm like, yeah, because that'd be weird wearing it on the Black Ink podcast. Yeah. That's a bizarre feeling though. Like,
yeah, I can't wait for that.
Although you would already have a feeling of that, like everybody says like this is Shaz hair.
Yeah, that's true. I get that fulfillment when people tag me in their photos. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like,
Oh.
or like when they've left and they put a photo up and you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, it's so nice. You're like, they fucking loved their hair.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a nice feeling. Like,
I was talking about this with Jade, actually. By the way, that recommendation to have Jade on
yeah,
was nuts.
she's got, she's so interesting. I was loving listening to that. Like, I feel like it was so motivating.
Yeah.
I loved, like, she has so much history from when she started to now.
Fuck yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that was so interesting to listen to, because if you didn't know, like, I feel like that stuff people write books about. Like, she literally started from, like, a small home salon, all these different locations to now.
Yeah.
Like, it was real interesting.
I didn't realize as well, I said this to her, I may have said it to you, like, I didn't hang shit on her, but I said to Riz, I'm like, what's the go with, like, Jade always doing these, like, and she's like, she's basically, like, profiling what she can do.
Yeah.
She's like, cool. She's on that flex where it's like, I'm the person who makes you look different from what you normally do.
Yeah.
Here's how different I can make me look.
Yeah.
I may be butchering that a bit, but that's essentially what it was.
Yeah.
And then from seeing that, every time you saw, like, a different theme or a different, like, perspective of Jade, I was like, oh my God, she's an artist.
Yeah, literally.
You know?
In, like, all different forms.
Yeah. And then speaking with her, it's like, oh, of course you're the person who exhibits yourself like this on social media. And I don't mean that at all negatively. I'm just saying, like, that particular way of doing what you do, it makes sense because you're a creative motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, it's like all creative.
It's amazing. So having her on the podcast, I think, she was my first female guest. Yeah, because you asked a question like, why don't you have any female guests on? And now you're like the fifth female in a row.
Riz on. Yeah,
ridiculous.
It was like all girls in a row.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, because
you need to get Riz on.
Jade, Brooke, Mia, and what time girl's name? Courtney.
Yep.
And
that would be cool. They got awesome cafe open.
Yeah, they were on last week. So their podcast comes out tomorrow. That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They're just another fucking standard, like, making it work, working hard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. What were we just saying before this though? Jade. Yeah, no, I forgot.
Lost it. Me too.
Jade was a good person to have on the podcast as far as, like, actually, I must admit, Brooke had the same. Do you know Brooke from Guardians of Happiness?
Yes, but no. Like, I know, like, some of the girls there, but I wouldn't know them personally.
Yeah.
Like, I've probably gone in and bought a cupcake or...
She's almost like I feel like in the same way as, like, you and I are. She's kind of like a, not Bunbury icon, but, like, you know...
Because is it her and her mum that own Guardians? Yeah, that's awesome.
And they're both always, like, extravagantly...
bright coloured hair.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So it's like, both her and Jade really, like, caught me off guard with just how fucking... I don't want to say anything that makes me sound like I didn't think much of them beforehand. No. That's not what I'm trying to say. I was so taken aback that there's artists like that in Bunbury.
Yeah.
You know?
And because when you don't know them, it's like all the backstories and the interesting parts about them that you don't know when you, say, just go in there and buy a cupcake. Or you go in there and get your eyebrows done.
Yeah.
You don't know all that cool, awesome, or like the hustle that they had to do to get to there.
Yeah.
Or like the core beliefs of why did they start it. You don't know any of that.
I think
until
that situation always, like, leaves me thinking, whatever someone came across to find me is the way they perceive me.
Yeah.
And I've got so many different things, and like I said before, I try and promote my business in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like, there must be people out there that think, like, what's this, like weirdo or fucking super extrovert or ADD or fucking whatever you want to call it, like. All those, and I think I try and, like, create that transparency with the podcast. Yeah. You know, it's such a good opportunity to be like, here's exactly who I am.
Yeah, this is me.
Yeah. And it's, I think they were just...
And trying to portray that online or just, like, in general as well.
Yeah.
Like, I've been trying to do more, like...
Speaking to the camera.
Yeah. So I got my advent calendar. I've been doing it every day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a habit now. And now that I'm going to be doing it for, like, 24 days.
Yeah.
Now I won't feel so nervous.
Yeah.
But it's scary at the start. You're like... fuck, this is what I got, what do I talk about? Like, but then you just try and be yourself. And that's what people love. The amount of feedback, like, people have messaged me being like, lol, I'm actually addicted to watching these every morning, seeing what you get.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know what I mean? Just listening to you talk. Or just
hey?
being yourself or as if you come on and you're, like, quiet. Yeah, like, if you're not being yourself, people can just tell.
Yeah. I think... you go through, like, I've gone through this phase of, like, learning how to be on camera.
Yeah.
And then learning how to be me on camera.
Yeah.
Because I think you can be yourself, but the problem is yourself doesn't know how to be on camera. So I've gone through a process where like, let's say what you're doing the advent calendar, where like that, like if I was to do that off the top of my head, I'm not critiquing you anyway. I'm just saying like, okay, cool. So obviously we're on day 7 of this advent calendar that was given to me by XYZ. So far we've had this product, this product, this product. I'm super excited for today. It's Monday, right, let's get into it. You open it. Oh, it's wrapped quite tight. So you explain what you're doing. Then like 6 months down the track, that exact same video, that exact same, everything is the same. All of a sudden you're like, what's up guys? And everyone knows you like, that's your intro.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone knows my sign out is you.
Yeah.
So I confidently throw it now.
Yes.
I'm like, we're fucking out.
It's just you. Yeah.
You know? See, she knows.
Louis knows it.
And
Louis
like,
knows.
I'm finding now when I post, because I post heaps of those throwaway stories. You know, like the other day, I did that video where I'm like, what's up guys? I'm out here with Louis. She's just a madman or mad woman.
Yeah.
She's my bitch.
Yeah.
You know, and the video, it doesn't tell you anything, you know?
It's low-key pointless, but that's right. The point.
That's the whole point. Yeah. I'm just being me. Unapologetically me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm good at it.
No.
But I'm starting to find that.
And that's what people love, when you're just yourself.
Yeah. When
you just not being silly, but you know what I mean? Just being yourself and authentic, not so perfect and edited. Because I find people find that unrelatable.
Repulsive.
Or like, they can't be like that, so
the organic feeling is repulsion.
Yeah.
And they either really vibe with it or they really hate it.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground for shit that's fake.
Yeah.
You know, like people either watch, what's that dude's name that has like, you know, the American presenter, maybe Ryan, someone, he's got like the white teeth, he's always like, hey guys, welcome back to whatever.
I don't think I've seen that.
You don't watch it because he's a human. You watch it because there's this character, this spectacle, this cartoon of what a human can be, and they're the same every time. They've never had anything bad go wrong in their life. Like, you're watching that because you realize that's not real.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're the guy from Bunbury that they see riding their push bike around, you can't be unreal.
Yeah.
You got to be the guy they see riding around.
Yeah, literally.
So it's like, if you can figure out exactly who that is, and that's not trying to figure out that character, that's just trying to figure out exactly who you are.
Yeah, and because they're so interesting on TikTok or Instagram, it comes up with, there's a lot of hairstylist stuff up there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that work for themselves. And I saw this one and it was like, don't try and have a behind the chair persona, because that's when you kind of get, what do they call it? Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You don't know who you are because you're behind the chair trying to be this person.
Yeah.
And then people can't connect with you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're just yourself, people love that. Like, I find sometimes they come to you, like they come to me because I do their hair and they love it.
Yeah.
But they love how I make them feel, or they love that they can talk to me about whatever.
Right.
Or sometimes, you know, then they go to different people for different things. People might love they go to someone and they don't talk. They don't have to listen. They can just relax, and that's what they love. So they go to them. But then people would like to come to someone that they can talk to and vent, or, you know, and then anyone else in between.
Right. So the reason they come is for the service. The reason they come back is because of the experience.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. That's how I feel.
I think, definitely. The scariest part of any conversation for me is the last second of it, because that's the part they remember.
Yeah.
You know? And like, that
is actually so true.
Oh man, it's like when you hang up the phone with, or you hang up on them as they're saying bye. Oh my God, I fucked that I spent 15 minutes working on it and then fucked it in a second, you know? Good God. But
yeah, that's so true. I remember you said that. You're like, don't associate any feelings with the room and the salon. Let them walk away. Like, you know what I mean? Don't let them have any bad or negative feelings towards it, or any like...
Oh, yeah. Like, in that conflict resolution we were talking about? Yeah. It's that's exactly right. So, just to break down what that was if someone can't pay, like, fuck, I thought I had this money in my account, I don't have any cash, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I can't pay right now.
Yeah. You don't want them to have that awkward feeling in the room.
So if you can immediately butter that up and be like, oh no, it's all good, like, fucking tomorrow, next week, whatever, it doesn't matter, just don't worry, go home, put your feet up, you know? And that way they're leaving this bright, fairy, it's all good, happy, positive. And also, like, to delve deeper into that, they're more likely to definitely give you that money if you didn't make them feel weird about it.
Yeah, because it is weird.
That's right. Like, and like we said before, money's the thing you don't want to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't have any feeling towards it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, again, like, there's so many untapped parts of your business, or like perspectives of your business that you can use to like...
almost my advantage, hey?
Yeah. It's not, you're not trying to market it. You're just trying to, like, give that transparency to your business.
Yeah.
And I think also with social media, like, one thing I'm really learning lately is you can have one concept or one idea for a piece of media that you make 5 times and post it 5 times. You know, that's true. That one photo shoot I had of all the girls in the G-strings. Yeah. I've got 150 photos that I'm going to post individually over the next 10 years.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know?
Yeah, and I guess I have that too, like all these photos of hair that if I need to, I can repost them and different videos. And
you know, one thing about, and like this is coming from a male point of view, so it might be a bit uneducated, but like what's like if you were to list every possible service that you could do, like how many options are there that you offer?
There's quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like foils, all over colours, extensions,
so
trims.
Just foils. How many variations are there in foils?
So many. You could get just like a quarter head, which is like just a few around like the money piece, like around your hairline, and then just a couple here, and then a half head, which is like all the front, couple at the back, and then you got full head, which is the whole thing. Some people get foils and colour, regrowth tint, and a few foils.
So
there's literally so many variations, actually.
Just in foils,
yeah,
you've got 10 pieces of content.
Yeah.
Explaining what it is, explaining what the cost is, how you come up with your cost, what products you use, like what foil you use. I don't fucking know. But like just that there, like there's a great example of like, right, you've got 5 key things that you offer, and in each of those 5 things, there's 10 different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck. There's a mini series.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. Yeah.
And then you just cross-pollinate that with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more on TikTok because I keep seeing a lot of people that post their reels on Instagram, post it on TikTok, and then you can get the cross
that's right.
content, which is good.
Making content...
Louis, I think you farted. It smells like eggs.
Fuck yeah. She got that pop-off smell about her, eh? She,
Stinky...
I'm waiting for it to hit me and to confirm. It wasn't me or you. It has to be her. Like,
it's pure curried egg.
I'm trying to think. Content specific, platform specific content is important.
Yeah.
I think it's important once you've got like a grounding as to how it works.
Yeah.
Like I just re-downloaded TikTok yesterday.
Yeah, wow.
It's like, you're just getting shit I've already made.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make shit in there because until I know whether it's fucking burnout videos or, you know, creating t-shirts or podcast cutouts or whatever it is, until I know what slaps, I'm not going to make shit specific. But once you do know what slaps on your account, make the content in the platform.
Yeah, do you know what I've noticed the most is people love when I'm in it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize, like, that gets the most views. Like, if I'm in the reel, or if, like, when I did doing my hair, or if, like, I'm fluffing out someone's hair, they love that. Like, yes, they love when a client looks beautiful and their hair looks amazing.
Yeah.
But
But it's hard to, like, for me as an audience member of your shit, it's hard for me to connect with a model that's always changing.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy for me to connect with you and your brand. If I see you, like even at the start, hey guys, so today, and then you put the camera on them.
Yeah.
If you always start with you, then that's the grounding point of your brand.
Yeah.
I think that's, and like, it's the same with Black Ink. People fuck with seeing me more than the product.
Yeah, because like you said, they could go get a t-shirt anywhere, they could get their hair done anywhere, but then they want to see the person who's doing it. Yeah,
and also, like, this is the thing, like, you're a celebrity now. Yeah. Like, people are on Instagram and they see Kanye, they see Bugatti Chiron, they see, you know, something happen in New York, they see something happen in Melbourne, they see Jake, they see Shaz, they see... So you're on the same page. Yeah. You know, this is like me hanging Black Ink in Sabotage.
Yeah.
I'm worth more because I'm next to Critical Slides Society. I'm next to this brand, I'm next to that brand. So by being next to those brands, that raises my value. Yeah. The stock of Shaz is raised because you're in the public eye. Yeah. You have your own, you have your thing that isn't trying to be an influencer. It's not, it's not trying to be something fake. You're doing something.
Just trying to be yourself, yeah.
Right. And you're posting all the time, which means that you're consistent, you're regular, and you're persistent with that attention. Yeah. People then go, oh, they're different from me.
Yeah, exactly.
They put you on this.
That's what kind of what come through with my branding name. I'm like, my mum didn't give me a basic, she didn't give me a basic name. She gave me a unique name. I need to fucking use it.
100%. Yeah, I've never another Shaz name.
No, neither. I don't think I will.
What's Shaz is a nickname for like
Sharon.
Sharon.
So I would get people calling up the salons being like, "Hey, can I please speak to Sharon?" And we're like,
rough.
Lol,
yeah.
She doesn't exist. Or
I'll get her for you.
People will be like, "You're really young for a Sharon." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not Sharon," because I just say Shaz. Like I just go by Shaz.
Yeah, of course.
Not because I don't like my name. Like it's more formal if I get my full name.
Shaz is fucking such a good nickname.
Yeah, like I only get Shaznae. My stepdad calls me Shaznae.
Yeah.
Who else? Like only a handful of people. I get Shazzy a lot. Yeah. It's Shaz or Shazzy. That's kind of mainly it. Yeah. But like, it's serious if I'm getting called my full name.
If you're given that sort of name, you got to fucking like Jake Kerr is the most uncreative name ever. 8 letters and 2 syllables. The only thing that's good for is for being a leader. Yeah. You know, Jake Kerr. That's hard as fuck.
It's up there.
But it's not like an artist name. Like Black Ink's a cool stage name.
That is cool.
You know?
How'd you come up with Black Ink?
I was stoned. No, I was writing all my ideas down on a page, and I had a black pen as I was writing. I'm like, Black Ink, and I'm like, get rid of the X so it can mean anything. That's it.
That's cool.
I just wanted to name the coffee van something that wasn't anything to do with coffee.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I had that diversity to go like, oh, I'm a t-shirt brand or I'm this or that. And that was like the original like pie on the sky goal, is like make shit for people to wear.
Yeah.
And it really only eventuated when I made myself a uniform, and then people like, how do I get those? So I made pre-orders
cool.
But
and you're still doing orders for other like companies, like say other people want t-shirts made,
you're
still the t-shirt guy?
You're
trying to steer away more from that, hey? Or
I'm trying to charge so competitively that if they're serious about getting done, I'm happy to take on the job.
Yeah.
But if I'm not making money out of it,
what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Because like we were saying before, your time is worth more.
Yeah.
Because remember you saying to me, like, if you don't have time to do people's hair, then you get more time to invest in your business.
Yeah.
Same with you. If you're not doing
100%.
that, you got more time to make this better.
I got more time to read more books and get smarter, you know? And like, I'm literally in the middle of doing, there's 4 clients that I've taken on and 2 of them are like under 10 garments.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm charging them an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Like you have to.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess it's like if I was to go do a wedding, it's like a minimum call out of a certain
Fuck
amount.
yeah.
Like, you know, you need so many people to go because you're not going to leave the salon and shut the salon for a day for like 2 people.
That's right. And also like, let's say, you know, per garment I make $30 to decorate it.
Yeah.
Right? $30. And I still have to print it. I still have to turn my shit on. I still have to press it. It's still my time. So by the time you break that down, I probably made $5 from it. Real money. Real my money. So for $5 and you're going to get 3 garments, I'm going to make $15. It's going to take a quarter of my day. Fuck off.
Fuck that. Yeah, literally.
I'll do them if I make $50 per garment.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, that's what I'm worth.
Yeah.
But if you get that same order and you times it by 10, and it only takes me half a day to execute, and I'm making 10 times the amount of money, it's like, okay, it's still only $50. But you understand that.
Yeah, it's worth it, yeah.
That's right.
You got to pick and choose what's worth it and what's not, yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and that's more like all those videos I've been watching, it's like, it's okay to say no to things because it doesn't fulfill you or it doesn't suit your goals and not worth your time.
And that saying no is part of your confidence training.
Yeah, it all comes back to that, hey. It is actually a really big...
Part of Think and Grow Rich is spending half an hour a day doing confidence training.
Yeah, I like that.
And you got to figure out what that means.
Yeah.
It's so good. Crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started doing that, I had like, because you need like a textbook to go with the book so you can write shit down. And
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like I remember like when I first started, I was like, I'm just going to, like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to write down what confidence means to me. Then you're like, what does confidence mean? Yeah. What does it mean in the dictionary? And then you compare the two and you're like, I wonder what happens if I did. And all of a sudden you start asking questions, and this confidence training that you don't know how you're going to feel half an hour with. Yeah, you'll get 35 minutes into and you're like, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, literally.
It's wild.
And it's very visual. Like you visualize, like already I'm like, I'm going to visualize my confident self. How is she acting? How does she feel?
Yeah.
How does she go about her day?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And then you start going, and like, this is a fun thing. Like you got to say, I had someone ask if they could be on the podcast the other day. Absolutely fucking not. The angle they were going for, I'm not gonna. I'll tell you after. But the angle they're going for, like, no. And I think to myself, well, how does the best possible version of me do that? Yeah. Not actually worrying about me doing it. Like if I imagine someone in an alternate universe, how does that Jake sort it? Yeah. And I look at it, like, okay, cool. He handles it like this. He makes sure he's respectful. He makes sure this, that. Now just be that guy.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
You got given the answer. Now just be that guy.
Yeah. How does someone how does someone you look up to? How would they handle those situations?
Exactly right.
And you do it like that. Yeah, that's very true.
It's it's a bit of a sidetrack. I was saying to Riz the other day, like, I had a real, like, turning 30 is a fucking crazy experience, by the way.
That is really cool.
I'm, like, not in my 20s anymore.
Fuck.
But, you know, having these, like, reflective moments. No, someone asked me, what's been the best moments of the past year?
Yeah, I love questions like that. I love shit like that make you reflect. And
each of the moments that I picked 3 were fucking horrible when they happened.
Yeah.
They were terrible, but they forced me to, like, figure it out.
Yeah, that's so true.
Each of them was just like the rug being pulled out from underneath me. It's like, you thought you had shit figured out? Dude, fuck your plans. Yeah. And each
100%. I feel like everything about all those sort of situations, you would, if you could choose to not have that happen, you'd still fucking choose it to happen because of where you are now is because of that.
And each of those situations, I had to fucking look at the sky and say, like, what does the better version of Jake do here? Yeah. You know? Yeah. And, like, all of those times, the first thing you want to do is, like, the people responsible for the situation that you're in, you want to fucking curse them out.
Yeah.
You want to make their life hard because they make your life hard.
Yeah.
And you know what I ended up doing?
Yeah.
I just being grateful for the fact that it happened.
100%.
I'm grateful that I met them.
Yep.
I'm grateful they broke my heart.
Yeah.
I'm grateful they did whatever they did. And I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm saying
just in general,
the attitude that you adopt from that like adversity is just like, cool.
But that's powerful, I think, to be able to reflect and have that mindset is powerful. Because most people go the opposite end and they want to sabotage and, do you know what I mean? And that doesn't come any good of that. Whereas walking away, being the bigger person, being grateful for it all.
I have this like weird thing where I think people have I try and remain really like unconnected to who I am as a person in my mind.
Yeah.
Because the more connected I am, the more of an idea I build of who I am, then I try and replicate that person.
Yeah.
And I think what happens when people don't have that ability to like reflect and go, what actually happened?
Yeah.
What's the good? What's the bad? Fuck your emotions. Just what actually happened.
Yeah, what actually happened.
If you don't have that, I feel what happens is subconsciously you still ask that question.
Yeah.
And you start building this character in your mind of someone who's strong and defensive and doesn't let those things happen to them.
Yeah.
Right? And they think they're building these shields on their shoulders and they're getting stronger armor, but they're not. They're growing warts.
Yeah.
They're getting uglier. They're getting shorter and fatter, and they have nothing. And then they get to a point where they're just 45, 50 or 60 and they're angry.
Yeah, literally.
Because they're protecting themselves from all these bad things. It's like, motherfucker,
just let it go.
Just learn. Just fucking stop. Just learn. Just let go.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
such a crazy thing. And like the hard part is, and like, you probably have a very similar experience that I had in my 20s. You probably find that a lot of these things you're using to grow as a person and like really get a good handle on who Shaz is.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to achieve and the direction you're trying to head. And you'll see adults where you'll be like, you're acting like a child.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And it's sad because I feel like those sort of people probably don't reflect. They don't, like, I feel like it's important to not pick apart yourself, but reflect on what you've done. How did you handle things? There's always a better way to do it. Yeah. And learn from it and grow.
100%. And just be mindful that like when those people give you advice, just thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for talking.
Don't shut them down because that'll make them get even more defensive. Yeah. But just like, you know what? Fuck yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
I'm gonna write that down. You know. But yeah, that's fucking crazy when anyone gives you advice. I feel like when you're in business and it's like people who aren't in business.
No, yeah, or like people that talk about giving you money advice and they're not a millionaire. Like,
yeah. Fuck yeah! Like show me your bank account right now.
Yeah. Tell you all these things on how to invest, and I'm like, you don't.
Yeah. Invest in things that I've never invested in is such a crazy concept.
I don't know enough about that to have an opinion on it. So like I don't know enough about that to. Like it kind of scares me because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, and
so
it
I'm
should.
a bit skeptical.
It should. It's like I think like I know I know enough about investing from investing myself, and even that is completely anecdotal evidence because it was so brief and so flash in the pan.
Yeah.
But with that said, like you like to have that conversation and to do like investing, you have to be as competent at investing as what you are in hair. Yeah. That has to be your shit. Yeah. Like that is just purely
it's
something.
Risky.
Yeah. You got to be onto it all the time.
Yeah.
Has to be your heartbeat sort of thing. If it's not that,
and you got to back yourself doing it kind of.
Yeah. And it's a lifelong thing. Yeah. You're not going to invest for 6 years and be a millionaire.
Yeah, no.
Like nothing has.
Everyone says it's like a long. Yeah. You're in it for the long haul. You wouldn't just invest to pull out the next day.
No. Yeah. And then all your day trading and that, it's like now you're purely betting on a system that's run emotionally. Yeah. That you have no control over and you're literally just trying to get better odds every time. Yeah. I'd rather get good at doing hair. Yeah, literally. You know?
Waste of time.
Yeah. And also like if you figure out investing, you get rich. If you figure out hair, you'll get rich.
Yeah.
If I figure out black ink, I'll get rich.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm investing in Jake. Yeah. You invest in Shaz.
Yeah, 100%.
You know? And then those dickheads that don't know what they're doing with money, you're like, hey, invest in Shaz.
Yeah, literally.
Get your hair done.
Yeah,
you know?
literally.
But yeah, fucking oath. So I think this little collab project we've got going on, I reckon we'll just move on that as quick as possible.
Yeah, I reckon. Like full steam ahead.
From memory, we were only really waiting to get the podcast done, hey?
Yeah, I think so, hey.
Okay.
And then just get people interested and get it happening.
Well, this podcast is still like a week away from being released, so I reckon maybe we get some content this week coming up. Yeah. Wow, by the time it's released, it'll just be happening.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So go to my website, buy it.
Buy it.
But yeah, if we do
they could be wearing the t-shirt while watching the podcast.
Oh, that's next level. Yeah.
No, probably not, but.
I have to ask you something off camera. I don't want to say. But yeah, So what's your goals going into 2023? What do you see happening?
I wanted to start thinking about this earlier, which is good because I was speaking to like my Redken kind of coach lady, and she was like, what are your goals for 2023? I'll see you in January. Tell me your goals. We'll make a plan. We'll make them happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
And it like made me start thinking about what I want to do.
Fuck
like, yeah, I started writing down like work goals, personal goals, and like how I want to feel in 2023.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm like, I want to go to at least one course a month, like just for work.
Huge.
I love education. I love learning. I feel like I'm never done learning. I love all of that.
Yeah.
Being around people, teaching me stuff, like it's such a feel good feeling, and you step away from it like excited.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So yeah.
And being a learner as an adult is huge. So
I want to go at least one a month. I'm lucky Red can offer so many courses. Like there's so many, and you can just go to as many or as little as you want. Like So I want to do that. I'd love to get to 2,000 followers by the end of the year. I think I'm up to 1,600.
I got like an extra 300 in the past week because how have you not got 2,000 followers?
I'm like, it's fucking cool. So I think that's definitely achievable.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Yeah, fucking know. 3 pieces of content a day, every day. That'll do it.
I need to start scheduling stuff so it's like ready to post.
Yeah.
Do you use a scheduling app? Or
no,
you just
I have content made.
Yeah.
I like sit down and spend 2 hours making 10 pieces of content.
Yeah.
And then
schedule up, draft them.
Oh yeah, just draft them and then.
It's the bit that takes the longest for me is the captions, the tags, the hashtags.
Yeah, you can draft all that.
Yeah, so I need to go through and do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably a bit more onto my like social media, like having stuff drafted.
Yeah.
What else did I write down? Redken are offering a thing in Feb to try out for their style squad.
Right.
And if you get into their style squad, they'll take you to Fashion Week for the week, and you get to do runway hair. Or you might just be on the backstage team helping.
Yeah,
Either way, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to just try out and see how I go.
No, you got to win it.
Yeah, literally.
Fuck trying out. Yeah. Anyone can try out.
Literally.
I'm going to win.
Yeah, I'm fucking going to Sydney.
How many winners are there?
I don't know.
Yeah, just be one of them. Just that simple. Just be one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And then personal goals. What was it? I do want to find a work-life balance. Like, I'm living my best life and hustling, but I want to do even more of that next year.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go on some holidays. I want to work hard, live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that work-life balance is...
Yeah.
Man, my dad's 62, and dude doesn't know how to chill out, eh? Yeah. And like not in a good way. Like it's kind of, I see that as a thing that I go, right, when I have these days off, and like I talked about spending a day off doing shit around, and we're doing a podcast on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But like, I think one thing that's really important is like when you're with your family, the family you've created, be there.
No, see, this is something that I took away from the conversation we had, and I've literally been telling clients about this because I was like, fuck, this was so important that you told me.
Yeah.
You were like, practice the things in your 20s that you want to have in your 30s. So say, like we were saying, like, you know, that end goal is to be happy and content in your relationship, have a nice family, you have all your hobbies, you do all those things, but you were like, practice them in your 20s. Yeah, now, because then you get to the point where you have all the money and you're settled, but you don't even know how to do those things.
You don't know how to do wheelies.
Yeah.
You only get good at wheelies by doing wheelies.
Exactly.
You know?
So I was like, that is so important. Practice, you were like, practice spending time with your family, practice being in the moment in your relationships, fulfill all those things so that in your 30s when you have it all, you're fulfilled because you know how to do it.
Dude, your routine can be fulfillment.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a fucking woo for me. But yeah, that's huge. That's fucking, that's such a big deal. And I feel like that,
it was
like,
so,
getting seat time and the thing that matters to whatever you're, like, you want to get good at is important. And like, even now, Riz pulls me into gear a heap because she's aware that I'm trying to get better at it.
Yeah.
But it's like, when we're driving or when we're going for a drive or we're doing something together, it's like, dude, fuck anything to do with black ink.
Yeah, yes, I'm bad for that too.
This isn't a content creation time.
Literally.
Like, if we're, like, this is a big thing. If we're getting, like, a coffee together, that's not a post. That's not a story.
I agree.
That's for you.
Yeah. It's that fulfillment in your life.
Don't make that valuable to everyone else. Make that valuable for you. We get to share this coffee.
Yeah. I'll be so bad for that. Me and George will be watching a movie or doing something, and I'm just like, clients are messaging me, and I'm like, oh, just better fucking reply. And he's like, don't. Have some boundary time. Like, enjoy yourself. And I'm like, so true. Like, I need to, it's like you're trying to give too much sometimes. Dude. Like, have the boundaries. I'm not replying to you at 9 o'clock at night. I'm spending time with my partner. Chill. And people are respectful of that. It's like,
I would have very specific allocated times for checking your messages.
I need to do that,
Because like that's one thing I know effective tattooists do. They answer their messages between, like, they'll get to the shop at 9, they start tattooing at 10:30, so they answer messages between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
That's it. If it's an emergency, text me, and if you text me and it's not an emergency, I'll block you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because this is a thing, like, you're the celebrity now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and I feel like I relate to how you're feeling, because, like, you feel like if you don't do these things, you're going to lose being the celebrity. But you're
it's
not.
Like, no.
You're a motherfucker.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm fucking spending time with my family.
Yeah.
Chill.
That's
People
right.
respect it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And yeah, I think that...
Louis... Stinky.
Yeah, you're giving her that fucking
sorry, eggy
special
dude.
treatment, eh? Oh, she had chicken this morning, that's why. Yeah, that's my fault. Fucking oath.
Smells it.
But yeah, that fucking skill at getting good at doing what you like doing.
Yes.
You think it's like something that it's so easy to go like, oh yeah, I like riding bikes or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's easy to
Be
go.
in the moment.
Yeah.
Like last night, I was literally just going through my camera roll, like George is away at work, and I was just sending him photos of like, I love doing that, going through my camera roll, like, fucking remember this?
That must be a chick thing, hey?
Yeah, does Louis do that?
All
yeah,
the time.
literally.
All the
It's
time.
like...
Remember when we lived in the caravan? I'm like, yeah, I was there. I remember clearly. It was my caravan.
Literally. I was like sending him photos like last summer, we like riding our bikes around and the dogs were on the lead and we like put him in the basket. I'm like, fucking remember how fun that was?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, like I'm always like, remember doing this? Like, can't wait to do that again.
Yeah,
like,
I think also like when you have those moments, like how does it feel in the moment compared to when you're looking at the moment? Like for you. I feel like in the moment it's never as impressive, and then when you look back at it, you're like, wow.
I agree actually, but it's also the same as like, just in general, like say you take a photo of yourself, you're like, oh, I fucking look so shit, and you look back on it and you're like, I look so good.
I was killing
like,
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
it's actually kind of always that kind of thing. Like,
I think
you don't appreciate the moment until you look back on and you're like, I was actually doing so well then.
Yeah. I have this like, you know, like I have this stupid dread. And because I went so hard with going out last weekend, which is obviously like our joint birthday
that was fun,
cocktails it turned into. I didn't even tell you how it finished.
No.
We ended up going home from Fitzy's at 3, and then we kicked on here until 10 o'clock Sunday night.
That's so awesome.
Fucked me. It was nuts.
That's so good.
But
we had the best time. That was so fun.
That was like one of those nights that like all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's 10:30 and I'm fucking wasted.
We're wasted. I remember Riz is like, second cocktail and I'm fucked. And I'm like, so true actually though.
I had that first week of being 30, being hungover and you know, all the effects of what you do when you kick on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had this dread where I'm like, oh my God, I'm 30.
Dude,
like,
and I'm still doing this.
I'm out of my 20s. Yeah, I'm still doing this to begin with. And like, I fucking like, I always had this thing like, what are the golden years?
Yeah.
And when you're in the golden years, how do you know it?
Yeah. You don't.
The answer is we're in the golden years.
Yeah.
Like we're killing it.
Yeah.
Like we're young, we're in business,
Yeah.
we've got freedom, we're doing these things. We're fucking doing a podcast on a Sunday morning.
Cool.
Louis farting. Dude, we're in the thick of it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hard to, when you wake up and you're feeling like a 6 out of 10, where yesterday was a 7. And,
Yeah. And I feel like you don't realize, like, I'll have like the most amazing people message me, even people I went to school with, people I don't even know, messaging me and being like, you literally inspire me.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that is so nice. Like,
Crazy.
how is me just being me, doing my own thing? Like,
now you're an inspiration.
Yeah, it's like, that is so lovely. Like, people were messaging me, telling me that they're proud of me on the daily, and I might not even know them. I might have met them once for like 3 hours. I might see them, every month.
Yeah.
And it's so nice that like, it's like, but then reflecting, it's like, I don't think that I'm there yet. Yeah. But you are.
Yeah.
In people and other people's eyes, you are.
Well, it's like, again, I look at those 3 things that happened to me last year, or this, 2022, and I think about like, I can't believe the motherfucker who dealt with those situations. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm still that guy. Yeah. Nothing's changed. I've gone to sleep and woken up 100 times since then. For some reason, I forgot that I'm the dude that stood up for myself, or I'm the dude who figured out the problem, or came up with the resolution to the conflict. Yeah. I'm that guy. Yeah. That's and it's like, somehow I look back there and I'm like, oh, they're the real golden days where Black Ink was absolutely nothing. Black Ink's still nothing. You're still doing it.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, you wake up every day and you go just as hard.
Yeah. That's right. And it's like now, not only that, like I think we do like this, I know I'm the one who brought it up, but this golden days conversation where like there has to be something good that was happening and now isn't anymore. Yeah. And I think the truth is like with those things that I rehearse to myself in my prayer every morning, I'm working hard to make a brilliant life.
Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah. It's not like it goes up and then it comes, or it plateaus. It's like it goes up and then it goes up. And then when it's good, it gets better. Yeah, exactly. And there's going to be shit that happens that makes it not as good momentarily.
But
it's
overall,
getting better and better and better.
Exactly, you learn from it.
Dude, fuck golden days. I'm living a golden life.
Literally.
I'm the chosen one, you know? And even if you're the only one saying that to yourself, like,
doesn't matter.
I'm the shit. It's like, well, if you got a choice of saying you're the shit or you're hopeless, what do you want to be?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Give yourself the benefit of the doubt that I might be the chosen one.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And I think it's hard because there's obviously a fine line between being confident and then being cocky, and people don't like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's hard. But then people also don't like it if you're like, oh, I'm suck and I'm, and putting yourself down. It's like that middle ground where you just got to know who you are and just do it.
Yeah, and lean on that person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think like that line between confidence and cockiness is like, as a male with an ego and testosterone, constantly struggling with that, constantly trying not to be a piece of shit to everyone around me, it's just come so organically to me. But then when you figure out like it's not even necessarily who you are, it's the things that you're definitely not.
Yeah.
So I know I'm not a scary person.
Yeah.
Don't try and be scary, because that'll come off as cocky. Yeah. I know I've got this big smile, I've got this like energy in a room, it's like, lean on that. Walk in, what's up, motherfuckers? Like be that guy.
Yeah.
And I think when, like, again, it comes back to confidence.
Yeah.
You figure out like, right, I don't know who Shaz is.
Yeah.
I know who Shaz isn't.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to avoid that.
Yeah.
That can give you confidence.
Yeah. That's true.
And I feel like the only times when cockiness is like okay or sometimes even necessary is when you're testing out whether or not you are that person.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've gone out at least once wearing something that you're not quite sure of.
Yeah.
Just to see if I am someone who can wear yellow.
That. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So great point. Cockiness and confidence is definitely something that I feel if you're pushing in the right direction, you're always going to be having those two words in the conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah, it is.
It's healthy. But so your 2023 is basically tracking exactly how you are right now, just keeping that growth.
Yep, keep going.
Fucking oath.
Onwards and onwards.
Would you ever look at moving out of a home-based studio, maybe into a...
I get this question a lot. Like, people always ask me, like, or they ask me, like, how did I start? Or, like, how long have I been doing it for? And would I ever, like, have my own salon and my own team? And in short answer, no. I love what I do. I love the one-on-one. And at the moment, it's good being at home because obviously you don't have the overheads, the, like, being in town, like, or, like, wherever you're located, like... Yeah.
And it's right there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as soon as you, like, the part that scares me about business is having staff and
that's what
super and wages and like politics between staff and that. Yeah. And not that there's anything wrong with females all working together under one roof, but for some reason I feel like that'd be a tumultuous ground to...
And I feel like you always got to be on top of it, and I feel like it'd just be a whole another ball game trying to make sure all the staff get along, you get along with the staff, there's no conflict. I'm like, I just don't want to deal with that. I just want to do me. I want my clients. I just want to do hair.
It takes away it takes away from the product and the experience as well. If you're spending all this time, like I know I spend so much time on blacking that has nothing to do with the product and the experience. Yeah. And it's like, fuck. If I were to have a staff member, it's like, do my books.
Yeah, it's...
Do my this, do my that.
I want to be doing it all.
Yeah. Well, that way, I mean... I can ask you any question about your business and you have an answer.
Exactly.
It's like, I couldn't imagine anything worse if someone's like, oh, I heard one of your staff members is moving at the end of the year. And you're like, fucking what?
Fuck yeah. And you're like, fuck. And then it just affects your whole,
Yeah.
So,
or
like if I want to go on holidays and you got to make sure your staff are all managed. Like, it's just a whole nother ball game that I'm just not really interested in.
Have you thought about, like, I think this is somewhere where your business mind organically takes you. Like, would you go on business-based holidays?
Yeah, what's that where like you...
So like I want to go to Sturgis next year, which is a motorcycle rally in America. Yeah. That's a Black Ink trip.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be an opening where, I mean, in Fashion Week and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's definitely things like that where apparently you can go, like Red can do a lot of stuff like that where you can go over.
You're like a contractor sort of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Or like, I kind of already did that. I went to Tasmania and did Jordan's mum's hair for the wedding.
Oh,
and did all the wedding hair.
Yeah.
So that was like wedding hair on tour.
So funny, like hair never stops growing.
No, literally.
That's like, we were talking about, there's 2 new barbershops open in town.
Yeah, there's a lot.
One of them is around the corner from the other barbershop.
Yeah.
And I hit up one of the owners and I was like, what's the idea with that? And he goes, have you ever seen people lining up out the front?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
That's actually really smart.
They walk around the corner. Wow, that's really... And then I drive past it 8:45 on a yesterday morning, and there's 10 people waiting out the front for them to open.
That's so good.
Jesus, what's going on?
That's awesome.
What is going on?
That's so good.
And like, apparently, you know, we're talking about being anxious sitting in the chair. Well, there's 10 customers that have proved me wrong.
Don't care.
You know? And like the crazy part is like obviously hair never stops growing. Your facial hair grows even fucking faster.
Yeah.
Because Riz was like, why are guys always getting their hair cut? It's like, because if you've got you got tight back and sides, that's once a fortnight if you're lazy.
Yeah.
So it's
literally
crazy that like that getting yourself in an industry of like continuity forever.
Yeah.
Because everyone always needs their hair done all the time.
Always. It's an always thing.
Yeah. People buy a shirt once, maybe, you know.
But they always need a new shirt. You can't wear the same thing out twice. No.
Yeah. This recyclable or what is it, throwaway fashion that people have.
Fast fashion, whatever they call it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad, but...
Oh well, still buy the shirt.
And still be the guy who makes the shirt and put yourself in the middle of it to make money and live,
exactly.
You know? How wild. Anyway, I'm fucking cramping and shit. Maybe we should...
I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Thanks everyone for...
Thank you so much.
If people want to find you online, where do they find you?
Shaznae_ for hair on Instagram.
On Instagram?
And TikTok, I think it's Shaz3011 or something.
I love how unseriously everyone takes TikTok.
Yeah,
hey? So I think my tags __. Yeah.
User 135.
Yeah. This is like 9 numbers.
A million numbers.
And of course, you can find me on all my socials on Instagram, Facebook. You know this. You're already following me. It's a fucking joke, hey? No, because you might be Shaz's audience.
Yeah.
Of course. Find me black.ink on Instagram. That's an X instead of an A. On Facebook, it's just black ink with an X instead of an A. Find me on TikTok. Just fucking search it. YouTube, all the rest. Go on my website. Buy some cool shit. Be good to your mum because we're fucking out. Yo!